How do you give up the need to defend yourself or defend anything? We're going to talk about this today. This is Tom Herein with the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Welcome back, creators. Got a great lesson today. I want to talk about this need to defend ourselves, to defend anything, really. And a lot of it is that we get caught up in the collective consciousness, right? Especially for the past year, right? We get caught up in this, there's this whirling energy that doesn't serve us, right? A lot of it's a defensive, negative energy to defend our points of view, defend what we like, what we don't like, right? And we get caught up in this as opposed to stepping back and going inside to our own awareness, right? And directing our own energy. So let's talk about this. All of this, guys, what we're trying to do, whenever you're trying to defend your point of view, your actions, or what you believe, you're defending what's not true and what's not real. Remember, it's in your thoughts, right? We dig in because we think we're getting attacked, or we dig in because we need to prove that we're right, right? It comes from fear of losing, right? Once you get over the fear that you don't lose anything, right? You don't need to defend anything because there's no fear of losing anything. You can't lose anything because none of that's real, right? All of those are in your imagination, your thoughts that you're thinking about. A Course in Miracles, I bring this up again, I'll leave a link below, says that nothing real can be threatened. Nothing real, meaning that divinity inside of you, that awareness that you are part of, that you are made of, can't be threatened ever. Doesn't matter what someone says to you, what someone does to you, it can never be threatened. You can never be hurt. Nothing unreal exists. So none of that stuff that you're defending against, that you're fighting against, that you're digging in on even exists. It's not real. It's only real in the thoughts and point of view of people, right? We're fighting against nothing that's really real. And then it says, herein lies the peace of God. The peace of God, that awareness, that peace inside us, right? So all of that defensiveness, all of that attacking and defending comes from insecurity. It comes from fear of losing something. We fear we're going to lose something unless we defend ourselves. But there's nothing to lose, guys. And it comes from placing a lot of importance on our point of view. But importance on what we have to defend ourselves for, importance to fight back, right? Thinking that's the only way, right? Because we want to be right, because we sense a loss that doesn't really exist. There is no loss. You can't be hurt. You can't lose anything. We justify, we attack, we fight and resist. None of that, guys, all of that's unreal. All of that takes you off from your awareness where the creation happens. You create by getting tapped into, staying connected to your awareness, your peace, your center inside, right? That divinity inside, that unconditioned awareness that you're connected to. Whenever you get caught up in this negative pendulum of energy, this mass consciousness will direct your creations, will direct your life. Right? If you find yourself responding online to things that you disagree with, if you start feeling a knot in your stomach when you're listening to the news, this is all in your thoughts that are creating feelings that are getting you off from what you really are. So whenever you're feeling any kind of discomfort, any kind of stress, right, as Byron Katie says in her book, The Work, This means that any kind of negative feeling, this means there are thoughts that are not serving you, there are thoughts that are not true, right? And so you've got to go inside to see those. Embrace them, right? Don't try to get rid of them, just embrace them and know, they're not true, and then you immediately get back to that peace. So stop defending yourself against imagined thoughts, or their imagined worries, their imagined fears. We only defend ourselves when we're defending something from the past or some potential thing that can happen in the future. If you're in the present, if you're in your awareness now, there's nothing to defend. There's nothing to fight against. You're in the moment, right? It's only when we get stuck in the past or we get fearful of the future that we have to fight and defend ourselves. So stop fighting back, stop resisting, stop pushing against everything, right? And step into that awareness of which you are. Observe, right? The thoughts are gonna come. They're part of that energy that's out there. The thoughts just come to your mind, right? From things you watch, things you observe, but it doesn't mean you have to attach to them and start reacting to them, right? Let them come in and then unquestion them. An unquestioned thought is the only thing that will make you feel negative, right? And it's not real, none of it. Only what's real is what's in that peace inside. That's the space. So whenever you're feeling something other than that love and peace, there's something off, right? So this is what I wanted to talk about, guys. Just give that up. You know, there's nothing to defend. There's nothing to justify. Once you do, start small, like a potential person that disagrees with you, a friend. Give up. Let them be right and watch the relief you'll feel. And then observe that you lost nothing from that, right? Only ego, and ego's not real. So if you think, well, my ego's hurt, well, that ego's not real. That's not who you really are. So you lose nothing. Try it. Try it with the small things. And then after a while, when a big thing comes up and you let it go, then you're going to feel the real power of this, right? But start small, and you're going to start getting used to, getting used to feeling the peace of giving up from defending yourself. That it never went anywhere. It never got you anything, except it got you more negativity. Did you ever notice that? Even when you were right, you still didn't feel good. You might have felt something from thinking you were right, but there was still, if you're honest with yourself, it didn't make you feel joy. It didn't make you feel that absolute peace. So try it. Try it on the small stuff and then work your way up. When big events happen, something really shakes you, it can't shake you then, because you're not going to dig in. You're not going to defend yourself. You're going to let it pass with ease. That is, all the masters talked about this, right? All the ancients talked about this, going with this energy, this indescribable energy that we're made of, right? The divine matrix, which we're connected to and which contains everything. Once you start going with that and feeling that, you don't want to live any other way. There is no other way. Anytime you're feeling off, there's a sign that you're always connected to it. It's just a sign you're not aware of it. And your awareness is off. You've got to get back into that awareness. Sometimes it just takes a couple deep breaths and a little silence, a moment of silence, and then you're back. Okay? We'll talk more about this, guys. So let it go. Watch the relief, right? A Course in Miracles says it. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing. You cannot be hurt. Only in your thoughts, right? You are immortal. You are eternal. Nothing unreal exists. So all that other stuff doesn't even exist. The only thing that's real is that God consciousness. That's the real reality. That love and that peace is the real reality. Herein lies the peace of God. Yeah? We got more to come, guys. This is Tom Karen with the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, and comment and share our videos. That's how we get our message out. Until next time, this is Tom with great love.